So I wanted to talk today about basics. Okay, so we'll talk 4 levels of consciousness as explained by Vishen Lakhiani in his book Code of the Extraordinary. You should go and check it out. Amazing book. Highly recommend. So he explains 4 levels of consciousness as level 1, the world around you, the culturescape. The level 2 is the world you choose, the awakening. Level 3 is the word inside you, is recoding yourself. And the level 4 is the word you change, so becoming extraordinary. Now, let's just talk about the level 1, because most of them, 70% of the population of the whole world is in the level 1. They cannot proceed further because they are so controlled in the culturescape that they cannot think beyond it. So what is culturescape? The culturescape itself is a matrix, what we call that it is a simulation, it is a matrix, it is a grid system that we have all been playing out every single day of our lives since the day we are born. Because remember, you guys, the spirit is completely without no labels. It does not come with labels. When you're born into a certain family, that's when you get the labels. That's when they label you as a certain name. That's when they label you, oh, you're Christian, Hindu, Muslim, and then they put you into this kind of schools, and they just keep stamping all of that on your back, and they expect you to be someone, and you spend all your life trying to satisfy all those expectations of somebody else. So that is culturescape. For example, let's just take with religion, because that is the most important part about this culturescape, that 90% of them just dwell in that, like literally soak into themselves in this religious mindset that I am a staunch Christian, I am a staunch Muslim, I'm a staunch Buddhist, I'm a staunch Hindu. You're sent to school. So you go to school to learn something, and that they won't teach you anything related to your life. Instead, they teach you 2 + 2 is 4, so that they make you analytically dependent on the system again that is economically structured, so that you become someone. So you're being programmed again all through your schooling life to get a certain kind of job, so that you become a person in the society to feed this economical structure. But nobody ever teaches you in school to learn how to overcome the lack of self-worth. Nobody ever talks about depression. Nobody ever talks about body positivity. Nobody talks about the consciousness, how you have the own power to recreate, create, or do whatever with your life. No, they want you to keep you under control. They want you to know that you are supposed to be a doctor, so you need to learn how to study medical. So that is the programming. That itself is the programming. Then they're gonna tell you that if you don't get a job, you're never going to be successful in life. You cannot basically live. So they're programming you this economical structure in your head. So you keep thinking, really, did I get birthed to do a 9-to-5 job until I die? Is that the life purpose? Is that my purpose? That is the level 2. Like, most people don't get it because they think that, okay, this is my life, I'm going to do whatever they're told me to do, so nobody questions. That is when you're living in level 1. Not questioning it is living in level 1. That is culturescape. And you get so programmed over time that you get defensive of it. If anyone tries to tell you something, then you think that they are crazy. They're like, why? This is weird. And you start defending. If anyone starts to say anything against religious perspective, you start defensive. If someone says something about your profession, you start getting defensive. So that is being Level 1. So level 1, why is it so complicated? It is because level 1 is 70% of people who are just wanting to satisfy others. Like the word is happening to them. Like it's all the external things. It's not about going within. It's about them. They have suppressed their own inner guidance, their spirit so much, so hardcore under the bed that they really can't hear it anymore. Because it's all about fear of rejection, fear of invalidated, fear of what people are going to tell, or what my mom is going to tell, what my dad is going to tell, what my sister is going to say, what my siblings are going to say, what my manager is going to say, what my teacher is going to think about me, what my university has high expectations of me. I've been in this. I've really been in this. I spent 27 years of my life being in Culturescape trying to break hardcore out of this, but I made it. But you know, it is really so difficult that you are in a place that you just feel that in one way or the other you need to be validated by someone else and not yourself. Nobody cares about what you feel about yourself, but you'd rather think that others' opinion matter in your life. So that is being in Culturescape. And then you really get defensive. For example, I would get defensive if someone really spoke ill about my profession, for example. And I would go to any length to tell myself that I have been designed to do this. I'm an accountant. I'm going to do accounting work. But my inner guidance is telling me that I'm also a person with other mission in life. That your inner guidance, that you're suppressing, your innate ability, that you're pushing it down. That is Culturescape. To break free of it, you need to go within. And let me tell you, it's really hard to go within, because that's when the breakthrough happens. When you start asking questions, cognitive dissonance becomes the major problem when it comes to level 1 of consciousness, because you really cannot comprehend anything to look outside of your reality. For example, I'm just going to give you an example. Pick anyone from the street or just beside you if you're not alone, and ask them something. Are they going to project their ideas related to all the religious texts that they have been reading? That this is how it is, this is what it says, this is what my mom said, this is what my teacher said. Are they going to refer to their academic tests and say, this is what my physics teacher said? Like, they do not have an opinion about themselves, they have the opinion about others in their life. That is the cognitive dissonance that they carry when they are living in the first Culturescape. They're not open to this, saying that, oh, we're going to collect the information from your religious text, look what resonates, does that feel good for me, and we're going to pick it up. No, they're very adamant. They want to be just take to a very, very cultured manner, and that is not humanity. That is just living in very lowest level of consciousness. So this is the first level of consciousness that I'm going to discuss. Second one is going to be level 2, that is the awakening. Now this is interesting. So if you have any questions, just comment down below, because this is gonna go I can keep talking about this.